Okay guys, we're gonna see a full pass, but with the setup starting with my opponent having the reverse de la Riva right here with the hook, when the hook comes from inside my legs to outside my hip. Alright? So it usually happens when I'm really close to him trying to do the knee cut pass or something like that, and that's gonna be his defense. The reverse de la Riva on one side, the shield on the other side, so it really gets stuck in this position. It's really hard to move forward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna control outside of his knee and close my elbow with his cuff like this. And I'm gonna move backwards, just taking my weight away from him and cross my knee over his shin. So I'm gonna do it at the same time that I move backwards. I'm gonna push this hand, push his knee towards his chest. Boom. Then I just land with my knee in the other side. What happened now, as you can see, both legs are in the middle of my legs like this. I'm still not passing his guard because I'm still far away of the control. So one more time, remember, we are talking about pressure passing. So now is the time for me to move all my weight on top of him. So my leg is gonna be pretty light. I'm gonna do this. So my knee is outside, so I just control the knee, control the back of his hip, and the other knee, I'm gonna control his legs, right? So just come this way. So here, now is about, of course, you're gonna try to bring these legs. So these hands are gonna manage the legs, so don't allow him to recompose. My head is placed right here under his shin, and I just climb to pass. If the guy stops me for any reason, I step outside and pass. If he allow me to climb, I go straight to the mouth. So once that I have both legs to the same side, and I have my both knees to control his moves, I just need to keep going to the mount. In order to avoid the mount, what he needs to do is elbow and knee should be really, really tight. So if my leg doesn't fit here, I cannot get the mount. I know that. So when I feel that's too tight, I just step outside and get the pass. We're gonna start from the reverse de la Riva. When the hook comes in and it goes all the way outside my hip. So my opponent, in order to defend himself, he's gonna bring this knee to my chest. So it's hard for me to get any further. I cannot really put the pressure on him because he has both knees defending himself. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna control with this hand the pants outside of his knee, and I'm gonna push at the same time that I move my weight backwards. My goal is bring my knee over the shin, so we're gonna do this. As I land my knee on the floor, that's the point that I'm gonna start to put my weight on him, right? As I touch my knee, it's just a touch. I don't wanna be on the knees. So I touch my knee and right away move my weight forward. So it's gonna be like that. I'm gonna do this and move my weight all the way forward. As I get here, again, it's just about this space over here. If I have a plenty of space, I just go for the mount. So if I'm here, I place my head under his shin and I'm able to walk, I just climb and go to the mount position. If my opponent grew up well and protect himself, don't allow me to bring my leg to the space that I need, I just walk to the side and pass.
So the first time I saw you teach this, it looked a little bit strange because your knees were wide, the other guy's legs are like this, but your knees aren't on the ground, and it looks to the outside observer like I can move my legs.
Uh-huh.
And then when you feel it, you're like, no, I can't move my legs. So can you help explain to the people who can't feel it What is stopping me from just opening my legs and putting it in the guard?
See, when you just did, you're here, and you said, now I want to put you in the guard. So look at my hip. My hip was like this, and then I end up like this, right? In order to do guard. So it's all about controlling the hip. It's not about the legs, because I already kill your legs. My weight's already over, right? So I'm working from here to here with my weight, right? So you cannot really move your hip. And there's when you look from the bottom perspective, let's say I am on bottom and I get someone folding my legs like this. The most common mistake is that I'm here, I want to stretch to push you away, and then I give you more space to climb them out.
Because it opens that space between the elbow
Exactly,
and the knee.
and you extend your legs so now you cannot move, so it's easy for the guy to step to the side or even climb to the mount. So what should be my defense when someone's get here is point the bottom foot on the floor in order to drive my hip underneath, right? So again, my hip is the thing that I should move, right? So when I'm on top, I'm just worried to don't allow the guy to do this, all right?
How are
So-
you stopping me from doing
Yeah.
that then? So we're here.
I gotta explain right now. So first, just post your perfect, now move your hip inside, that's it. That's gonna be your defense, right? How can I avoid that? I just keep walking this way.
And I'm getting tired.
You're gonna die doing this. And anytime I just need to keep the pressure on you.
Which is here
I
and
just
a little bit here.
a little bit here, but I put the pressure, and I know that you should move to scoop your hip in. So what I do is just keep walking. So even though you can do it, which is it's a big struggle, it's not easy because all my weight's on top of you. You really need to know how to do it. But even though I just follow you, so you're gonna end up in the same place, and then you have to start over and over and over. Maybe you can do this 2-3 times, but you don't go anywhere.
So does it rely on having that underhook there to keep your upper body connected to me?
No, the thing is, of course, when I get down the hook, like this, higher is better for me. Then you have even less chance. But I don't need to have. I can be here,
Down on the hip.
no problem.
Okay. Yeah. So a big job, if we just turn towards the camera, is this hand.
Just blocking
Because it's
it.
tough.
And see, anytime I want, I just step over. So it's just about, again, you're gonna get a good spot. You're gonna leave your opponent struggling a little bit, spending the energy, and you're just there, And as you do this, you start to understand your opponent's feeling much better, right? So sometimes I see the pass, but I put an account. Say, look, this guy is still struggling, right? I can step and pass his guard anytime I want. But the guy is still spending energy for nothing. I know that he's doing something wrong. I'm gonna leave the guy there for a while. Because I know that when I step over and pass, he's gonna be much tired than he was before. So the account's good for me, right? But you're just able to understand that when you stop in the position and take your time there to see how it goes. Let's see what's gonna be my opponent's reaction. Let's see what my opponent is gonna do next. So if you just scramble, you never get that feeling. You never get that understanding. So you if you do that, you need the stamina right in place. You need to be strong. You need to be flexible. You need to all the physical.
The young man's attribute.
The young men have, yeah. So you cannot play jiu-jitsu after 30s, right? So when you get understanding, you can play with the young guys, no problem, because when you get good position, you know how to deal with that, So you start to read your opponent's feeling in a way that's not possible if you are just doing the
The speed passing.
speed passing and jump over and floating over the guy, you know, and things that's a good understanding to have that's gonna help you not just in the pass, but also when you get across the mount, or you get the back, or you get the mount. You know, is that just understand your opponent's feeling in every position you are is a very important thing.